Welcome back, and in the story titled Panditasya Adaraha. Adaraha means to respect, to show respect to others. That is Adaraha. Panditasya Adaraha. The respect of the scholar. A scholar who is having respect, that also it can be. The Pandita is showing respect, that also it can be. So Panditasya Adaraha, the respect of the scholar. Panditaya Adaraha means for the scholar we give respect. Panditasya Adaraha, the respect of a scholar. Chandrapura namake grame Kushalaha nama kaschana panditaha asid. So in the Chandrapura, like that, a village, Kushalaha, in that name, some scholar was the learned person. Tasmin grame krishikarma nirataha vanijya nirataha cha janaha adhikaha. Tasmin grame, in that village, krishikarma nirata. Nirataha means one who is engaged. Krishikarma nirataha means those who are engaged in farming activity. Vanijya nirataha, those who are engaged in business activity. Janaha adhikaha. So in that village, farmers and business people were more. Ataha kushalasya pandityasya abhignata puraskarta cha kopina asit. So nobody was bothered about this scholar, because they were doing their activity, either business or farming. And the Pandityasya Abhignata. Pandityam means Panditasya Bhavaha Pandityam. Pandityam means the scholarly quality. The scholarly quality of Kushala. Kushalasya Pandityasya Abhignata, one who can recognize or identify, and Puraskarta, one who can reward him or appraise him. Kopina asit, nobody was there, because they were farmers and business people. They have no time in going through all literature and all. Ataha kushalaha mahata kashtena jivana nirvahanam kurvan asit. So this scholar was kushalaha. He was passing days with difficulty. Udyogantarasya ashrayena asaktihi na asit kushalasya. Udyogantarasya ashrayena asaktihi. Ashrayane. In getting the support of Udyogantarasya, means to get some job and get somebody's support. Asaktihi na asit. He was not interested. Ataha saha rajataha dhanasahayam praptum rajadhanim prati gatavan. So he doesn't like to work with someone and make like an employee. So he wanted to get some funding from the king. Kintu rajadhanyam mahata prayatnena api saha rajadarshanam na praptavan. But with so much attempt and tries, he couldn't meet king. Tadrishe sandarbhe akasmat purva parichitaha dishanaha militaha. So at that time when he tried to meet the king and failed, purva parichitaha, someone who is already known to him, dishanaha, his name is Dishanaha, militaha, he met him. Dishanaha api Chandanapure eva janma praptavan asit. So Dishana also from the same village of this Kushalaha. Saha Kushalasya atmiyaha api, and he is friend of Kushala. Dashabhyaha varshebhyaha purvam saha krishim vanijyam va kartum anichanne gramataha nirgatya rajadhanim praptavan asit. Maybe like that the sentence ends. Dashabhyaha varshebhyaha purvam, 10 years back, saha kaha dishanaha krishim vanijyam va kartum anichanna, not interested in doing farming or business. Gramataha nirgatya, having come out of the village, Rajadhanim praptavan, he reached the king's capital. Madhuraihi vachanaihi saha jananam vashikkarane samarthaha asit. So he was having some oratory skill to attract the people. Ataha saha alpe eva kale rajasthane udyogam praptavan asit. Rajasthanam means in the king's offices, like government job. He got some job. Punaha achirateva rajnyaha atmiyaha jataha asitapi. And in short time he became very close to the king. Dhishanaha kushalam muktavan. And the Dhishana told to Kushalaha, Aham Rajadarshanam Karayishyami. I will make arrangement for meeting the king. Karishyami, I will do. Karayishyami, I will make it happen. So this is Nijanda Dhatu. Kintu Raknyaha Toshanam tu Bhavataha Karyam. But to please the king, I will make arrangement to meet the king. But to please the king is your duty. That is your capacity. Yetat shrutva kushalaha nitaram santushtaha saha Dishanasya prastavam angikritava. And Dishana, Kushala, having heard it from Dishana, became happy and he accepted to Dishana's condition. Anantara dine rajnyaha darshanam praptam. On the next day, the king's meeting happened. Raja Kushalasya Pandityam Drishtava Nitaram Santushtaha. And the king was very happy seeing the scholarliness of the Kushalaha. Saha Kushalam Muktavan. He told to Kushala, Bhavane Rajasthane eva tishtatu iti. So you stay in our office only. Like that. Tada Kushalaha Muktavan. Then Kushala told, Hey Maharaj, O my lord, Janmasthale Chandanapure eva vasaha karaniyaha iti mama ichcha. I like to stay in my birthplace, Janmasthale Chandanapure. In that Chandanapura only, I like to stay. Ataha bhavanu yadi dhanasahayam. So if you give some funding, help, so we can see in the picture, he is pleading the king and king is giving a bag of coins. Kurya dhanasahayam kurya tarhi aham grame krishikshetram kritva krishim kurvan jiveyam. So if you give some money, I will buy some land and I do agri activity and I will live there only. Tada Raja Panchashat Sahasram Swarna Nanakani Datva Bhuktavan. Then the king gave Panchashat 50 Sahasram, 1000. So he gave 50,000 gold coins and told, Rajaniti Sambaddaha Kaschana Grantaha Mama Samipe Asti. I have some text. Grantaha means some book. The subject matter is Rajaniti Sambaddaha. So regarding political science, administration, I have some book. Chanakya Nitavapi Anuktaha Kechana Apurvaha Vishaha Atra Nirupitaha Santi iti Vidvamsaha Vadanti. Vidvan Vidvamsau Vidvamsaha. So Bahuvachanam. See, scholars are telling that, or they are praising that, in the Chanakya Niti, whatever is not said, that is also available in this particular text. Kintu atra upayukta shaili praudaha katinaha cha. But the language or the presentation is very difficult. Praudaha means very advanced and very difficult. Yatadrishim shailim samanyaha sarve jnatum na shaknuvanti. And in this style, if you write a book, then ordinary people, common people can't understand. Ataha bhavani etasya granthasya vyakhyanam saralataya shailya likhatu. So you write a commentary, vyakhyanam, a commentary on this text. Like we have so many texts, that Panini Sutra Bhashyam, Panini Sutra Karika. Like that we have Karika, we have Bhashyam, we have Vyakhyanam. For so many things, for Upanishad, Shankaracharya has written Bhashyam. Like that, this king asked this Kushalaha to write a commentary in easy way so that they can understand. प्रतिफलरूपेण अहं पुनरपि 50,000 स्वर्णनाणकानि दास्यामि. So as a result of doing such a commentary on this text, I will give you again 50,000 gold coins. Rajñah prastavam angikritya kushalah grantam svikritya swagriham gatavan. And Kushala accepted the proposal of the king and he took the text and gone to his home. So it's a bumper offer he got. No one recognized him. Now the king himself is recognizing. He got money also. And the king said to write a commentary. So by that he will be well known to many people. Tasya gamanasya anantaram raja dishanam muktavan. So the king told to the Dishana after Kushala's departure, Mama asthanam prati agamananantaram bhavata yani karyani kritani teshu kushalasya parichayaha karitaha yat tat mama mahate santoshaya. See, this is how we get jealous of people. The king is giving a statement. Mama asthanam prati agamananantaram. After coming to my assembly or my kingdom, bhavata yani karyani kritani. Whatever work done by you, teshu, amongst those works, kushalasya parichayaha karitaha yat. That you introduced kushala to me, tat, that act, mama mahate santoshaya. I am very much pleased by that act. Out of all the act you did, having come over and met me. Yetadanantaramapi Raja Dishanasya Purataha Kushalasya Prashamsam Baudha Kritavan. So after this also on many occasions the king praised Kushala in front of Dishana. Both are friends only. Rajñah yeshaha vyavaharaha Dishanasya asuyayai abhavat. So the Dishana got jealous out of the act of king, who is always praising Raja Kushalasya Vishaye evam prasannaha syat iti chintitam na asit tena. So naturally when we are close with somebody and when we introduce someone, we don't want to lose our position. So that Dishana thought Raja Kushalasya Vishaye evam prasannaha nasyat. Like that, prasannaha syat iti chintitam na asit. So he thought the king may not be so much pleased with. He may give some help and he may forget him. Like that, he just introduced. But the king is every now and then praising him in front of him. Aham dashabhyaha varshebhyaha atra asmi. And I am here for the past 10 years. Jivana nirvahanartham yavat avashyakam tavat kevalam dhanam sampadayami aham natu tatopi adhikam. Even though I am working 10 years in the king's office, but I am yearning only to meet my life, not more than that. Kintu kushalaha prathama parichaya sandarbhe eva panchashat sahasram rupyakani praptavan. But Kushala, on the very first meeting, he got 50,000 gold coins. Iti alocha Dishanaha nirnitavan. So, thinking so, the Dishana decided something. Yet that, kenapi upayena Raja Kushalasya Vishaye anadaravani yatha syat tata karaniyam iti. So, I have to do something in such a way the king disrespect or dishonors Kushala. Ataha saha Raja Samipam gatva bhuktavan. So naturally when you want to disturb somebody, so we go and put something in the ear of the top management. So he went to the king and told, Prabho Kushalasya parichaha karaniyaha iti chintanam bahoha kalataha purvameva mama manasi asit. Oh my Lord, I heard for a long time a thought of making you and Kushala to meet together. किन्तु गर्वशीलः कुशलः मम एतां प्रस्तावं निराकृतवान् आसीत्. But that pride fellow, he is very arrogant and pride fellow, he rejected my proposal of introducing to you or meeting you. Idanin tu udaram bharana samasya. Udaram bharanam means to fill the stomach. That is some poor condition. Udaram bharana samasya means to meet the day-to-day ends, to live, what you do for living, like that. Because of that problem, yada agata tada saha bhavataha samipam agataha. So now he came out of poverty. That is the meaning. So in poverty, what you give more importance? Udaram bharanam. To fill or to feed the stomach. So to eat is the number one survival requirement. And when we are poor, we pay concentration more on eating. So because of that, he came to meet you. Bhavat Vishaye Anadaravan Saha. And he is not giving any respect to you. He dishonors you. Raja Sarvam Shrutavan. So Dishanaha for his part, what is to be done? He tried. The king listened to everything. Kintu Kamapi Pratikriyam na Pradarshitavan. But he didn't do any reaction. Evameva Shat Masaha Atitaha. So like that 6 months passed by. Raja Kadachit Dishanam Mahu Yavuktavan. So the king once called Dishana and told, Kushalaha Maya Suchitasya Granthasya Vyakhyanam Katham Kurvanasti iti Maya Nyatavyam iti Icha. I like to see how he is doing that commentary on my text. Bhavan Vartam Sampreshya Tam Anayayati. Anayayati. Anayati means to bring. Anayayati means to make someone to bring. It's not someone coming on his own. Someone is made to come. Like in court we say, he is summoned. He is not coming on his own. He is summoned. Someone is making him to come. So can you bring him here? It is very simple English we say. But anayati, anayayati. So this is nijanda dhatu. This we say, causal verb. Tada dishanaha chintitavan yat kushala vishaya anadaram utpadayatum yeshaha susamayaha. So this is the right occasion. Susamayaha. Susamaya means proper time. Very good time. So he wanted to have the breakage between king and Kushala. And he felt this is the right time. The king wants to see him and he is giving the work to Dishana. You go and bring him like that by sending the message. Ataha saha kushalam prati kamapi vartam na preshitavan. So he didn't send any message to Kushala. Dinadayasya anantaram rajanam drishtva saha bhuktavan. So after 2 days he met the king and told, Prabho, Kushalaha vartam preshitavan asti yat aham nidanim rajanam drashtum agantum na shaknomi iti. O my lord, Kushala says, I cannot come and meet the king. Like that he said. So in this fashion, he just informed the king without actually giving the message of the king to Kushala. Even though Kushala and this, what is his name? Dishana, both are friends. Idanim Raja Kushala Vishaye Krudhyati iti Chintitavan Dishanaha. So Dishana thought now the king will get angry on Kushala. Kintu Raja Kinchita bina kupitaha. But the king didn't feel anything at all. He not even got a ray of anger. Saha khanakalam chintayitva uktavan. And he thought for some time and told, Etad vishaye maya eva doshaha acharitaha. I only did the mistake. Ekavarshatmakaha avadihi maya suchitaha asit. I gave him 1 year time. Tadabhyantare kushalasya drishte anyatra akarshanam uchitam na. So, diverting him in some other area before the completion of the task or the time. It is not correct. Maya eva tasya samipam gantavyam. I have to only go to him. Ataha shvaha eva tam drashtum gamishyami aham. So tomorrow itself I will go to meet him, like that. So the king further created problem to Dishana. Dishana didn't send the news, and Dishana lied to the king that he is so pride. He said he can't come. But the king is now preparing to go. So Raja yadi swayam chandanapuram gachet tarhi maya yat kritam tat prakatitam bhavet iti alochya Dishanaha. So a person who is doing mischievous act, he has to do one after other mischievous to hide the other act. Like a liar is to lie again and again to cover up the other lies. That is why we are said, you behave openly, you do what is right, you don't lie. So you need not bother about anything. So if the king goes on his own to Chandanapura, then what is done by me, maya yat kritam, tat prakatitam bhavet, that shall get exposed. Like that thinking, Prabho, ahameva adya gatva, tam samyak bodhahitva atra aneshyami. Oh my Lord, I only will go and I will advise him well and I will bring him. Iti vuktva tasmineva dine Chandanapuram gatavan. So on that very day he went to the village Chandanapura. Saha Kushalasya griham gatva, and he went to Kushala's house. Bhavataha Shreshtata Adyamaya Nyata. I came to know your Sreshtata. Shreshta means something very valuable, supreme. So I came to know your supremacy today. Maharajaha Bhavataha Pandityam Drishtva. The king, having seen your scholarly quality, Adaram yat prakatitavan, the respect or the honor he has shown, tat drishtva, seeing that, aham asuyam prapya, I got jealous, Maharajam asatyam muktva, and having told some lie to the king, apadam swayam swagati kritavan, I myself invited trouble. Iti muktva, said so, having said so, pravrittam samagram nivedya prarthitavan. So he requested, having explained in detail everything. Pravriddham samagram nivedya. Having informed everything. Idanim aham bhavata eva rakshaniyaha. Now I am to be saved by you. Maya yat kritam tat jnatam chet maharajaha mam udyogat chavayet. Karagare cha sthapayet. So if the king comes to know what is done by me, then he may remove me from job, chavayet, and he may put me in jail. Bhavataha rakshanartham yekaha eva upayaha. So the Kushala is telling, okay, there is only one way to save you. Bhavane rajasamipam gatva tam vadatu yat raja darshanam kartum aham na angikritavan iti. So you go to the king and say, I am not accepting to meet the king. Tada bhavata purvam yat bhuktam tat vachanam paripushtam bhavati. Then whatever you already told to the king, that will become true. Agre raja kimva kuryat iti tu pashyama. Then what the king does next, that let us see. Like that Kushala told. Dishanaha mitrasya sajjanatvam prashamsan कृतज्ञतावचनानि भुक्त्वा ततः प्रस्थितवान्. Sajjanaha sajjanatvam. So seeing the good qualities of the friend, the Dishana, having praised, prashamsan, कृतज्ञतावचनानि भुक्त्वा, having told regards, tataha prasthitavan. He returned from that. यावत् सः ग्रामात् बहिः गतवान् तावता राज्ञः रथम् अभिमुखम् आगतम्. So when he reached the village limit, by that time he saw the chariot of the king coming in front of him. Abhimukam means towards his face. That is coming something towards him. Dishanaha Rajanam Namaskritya Bhuktavan. And Dishana saluted the king and told, Prabho, Rajadhanim Agantum Mama Samayaha Nasti iti Kushalaha Bhuktavan. Kushala told, there is no time to come to the kingdom. Shrudva Devaha Pramanam. So this particular phrase, Shrutva Devaha Pramanam. Having heard this word, you is here Devaha. You are the Lord. Pramanam means the Lord decides further. Having heard, the Lord decides further. Like that, we say something to someone in a respective way. O means, oh my Lord. It is your decision next what to do, like that. Shrutva Devaha Pramanam. This phrase you remember. Shrutva Devaha Pramanam. I said everything without any deviation. Now it is for you to take the next step, like that. Tada Raja Hasannuktavan. Then the king smilingly told, Yuktam Yavahritam Kushalena. Kushala behaved correctly. Maya yat karyam dattam tat asamapya mama samipam agantum na ichchati saha. You see, a good person, he thinks the events in a good way. So the king is also telling, Yuktam Vyavahritam Kushalena. By Kushala, it is properly conducted, behaved. Maya yat karyam dattam. By me, what work is given. Tat asamapya. Samapya having finished. Asamapya having not finished. Mama samipam agantum. To come to me. Naichati saha. He doesn't like without finishing the work to come to me. Bhavataha kathanataha sahana agachati iti jananne ahameva swayam matra agataha. So from your words, I understood he may not come. So I came here myself. Anantaram Raja Kanichana Dinani Chandanapure eva sthitavan. Then the king stayed in Chandanapura village for some days. Kushalena saha grantha vishaye charcham kuruvanne vishayam avagachanne triptim prapya rajadhanim pratikatavan. So he, without hurting or without stopping or hurdling the work of Kushala, the king stayed, discussed with him, and he was very happy about the way the commentary work is going on, and he went to the kingdom. Yetat sarvam drishtva Chandanapura vasinaha jnatavantaha yat dishana sadrishaha rajasamipam gatva bahuni karyani karoti chedapi sarvani swartha drishtya eva karoti. So the people are now learning something. Having seen the king come to that village, stayed there for some days, and having done some discussion with Kushala, Chandanapura Vasinaha Nyatavantaha. The Chandanapura villagers came to know Vasinaha, those who lives there. Yet that Dishana Sadrishaha, the people who are like Dishana, who are employed in government office or in the higher officers close by, Rajasamipam Gatva, having gone to the king, Bahuni Karyani Karoti Chedabi, even though they get so many works done, Sarvani Swartha Drishtya Eva Karoti. Every work they do with their own self motive. Correct? Bahuni Karyani Karoti. Kaha Karoti? Dishana Sadrishaha Karoti. People like Dishana, who goes to king and does many works. For some other people, even though they do such work with swartha drishti, with some self-motive. Kushala sadrishaha panditaha grame tishtati chetabi gramasya kirti sarvatra prasarati iti. But the persons like Kushala, even though they stay in the village, but they spread the name and fame of the village everywhere. Yetadanandaram Chandanapuriyaha Kushalam Adarena Drashtam Udyuktaha Abhavan. So after this, all that Chandanapura villagers who were agriculturists and business people, they started looking at this Kushala with so much respect. Tadha arabhya Chandanapure Panditaha Kalakaraha cha Adaram Praptavantaha. So from that time onwards, naturally when one scholar is getting funding, many people want to do that. Even today we are like that. Even today the government or funding or business is like that. When someone is successful, everybody follows that route like that. Kalakaraha means artist, various fine arts. So the villagers started giving importance to the scholars and the fine arts people. They got respect from these people like that. Kalakaraha panditaha cha adaram praptavantaha. Kasmat Chandanapura Vasinaha. From the villagers of Chandanapura. Hope you liked this story and I will come up with some other new story. Take care. Bye-bye.